of a smoky room where shadows dance on tired walls. I heard the clock on the mantelpiece like a heartbeat in the halls. Whiskey voices, low and warm, spilled tales that night could not ignore. That's where I sat beneath the weight when I saw still learning pain no more. And oh, the night whispered to my weary soul, girl, you've danced too long in the flames of the old. In a haze of blue I found what tears are truly for. The moment I knew I was learning pain no more. The air was thick with memory scent of love that died before its time. With every glass the spirit spoke of a heart's rhythmic rueful rhyme. A stranger's glance, a faded rose, how every goodbye felt like lore. In each sip I drowned the past till pain knocked softer at my door. And oh, the night whispered to my weary soul, girl, you've danced too long in the flames of the old. In a haze of blue I found what tears are truly for. The moment I knew I was learning pain no more. There in the quiet, ghosts of old lovers tread on the creaking floorboards of my desires unsaid. Where once a heart shattered, now peace begins to soar under moonlit echoes. Love whispers from the shore. So listen close, life sings beneath the sorrow's roar. In whispered tones it tells us pain teaches, but love teaches more. Now in the candle's gentle glow I see what all the hurt was for. With a soft fading note I'm learning pain no more. Just like the river meets the sea in the quiet after storm, I find a tender symphony when I saw still learning pain no more. In the middle of blue, beneath the dim street lights gleam, velvet shadows dress the room while my heart treads in a dream. A glass of whiskey, fingers curl, lips whisper to the cold. The echo of laughter long since passed beneath the tales untold. On the edge of whiskey nights in silence, I find my soul unbound. Echoes of your footsteps fading in this heart where love was found. Every sip of memory drowning, every silence screams your name. Here in the shadow of our endings, I'm holding on to the flame. We danced beneath the moon-shy gaze to a tune meant just for two. Your eyes held promises deeper than the night's darkest hue. But morning found me alone, with nothing but the taste of bitter-sweet goodbye and the love we let to waste. On the edge of whiskey nights in silence, I find my soul unbound. Echoes of your footsteps fading in this heart where love was found. Every sip of memory drowning, every silence screams your name. Here in the shadow of our endings, I'm holding on to the flame. The tears that fall, or maybe it's a lighthouse guiding me through this squall. On the edge of whiskey nights in silence, where my whispers caress the past, I'm a ghost in my own stories, in a role that's overcast. Every sip of memory drowning, yet in this quiet I reclaim the love that we once kindled, now just embers in the flame. On the edge of whiskey nights, I whisper love and fade away. I saw love through time still. Candlelight flickers, shadows dance in gloom. Whiskey glass resting in my trembling hand. Echoes of a blues guitar across the band. That night, under the soft glow of the moon's crescent, I saw us love frozen, a perfect haunting present. When I saw love through time still, my heart held its breath, a silent thrill through the whispers of the past. I feel the ghost of your touch, so raw, so real. When I saw love in that frozen frame, life whispered your name. now a reverberating pain as memories flood like the sudden summer rain. Every promise made, now just a silent scream, captured in the echoes of our tattered dream. That moment when our future seemed so bright turned into a solitary, endless night when I saw love through time still. My heart held its breath, a silent thrill through the whispers of the past. I feel the ghost of your touch, so raw, so real. When I saw love in that frozen frame, life whispered your name. Never the same. Oh, how the years pass, slipping through my grasp. Each tick of the clock, a reminder of our class. Your shadow in my room, your whisper in the breeze, love's old sweet song on repeat, a tease, a memory, a pain, a cherished burning scar, the melody of what we were, plays from afar. When I saw love through time's thin veil, each note of our song a heartfelt tale. In the quiet of the night, I still feel the ghost of your touch, painfully real. When I saw love, time held its breath in the stillness. Love whispers even in death, softly fading like the last note of our song in the heart's silence, where all lost loves belong. In the flicker of a candle's dying light, I sit alone, nursing the cold night. Through misty windows, rain paints its songs in this old bar's heart where my soul belongs. Echoes of laughter, of phantom's delight, now only whispers of loneliness tonight. Hear the silence loud in my whiskey side. This empty glass reflects a tear I cannot cry. Melancholy melodies of soft hearts play underneath the moon's melancholy light. I'm dancing dancing with shadows till morning's light, just whispers of loneliness tonight. Once this room swayed to our laughter's tune, your smile in June seemed a blessing, a boon. But seasons turned, your warmth grew cold, left our love story half told, bold yet old. Now each glass sings of what was so right, turned to whispers of loneliness tonight. Hear the silence loud in my whiskey side. This empty glass reflects a tear I cannot cry. Melancholy melodies a soft heart's plight underneath the moon's melancholy white. I'm dancing with shadows till morning's light, just whispers of loneliness tonight. In the quiet corners of my breaking heart, ghosts of our past refuse to depart. Your laugh, a haunting refrain, comes to play in the dim light of dawn before day betrays. It's through these small hours I hold on to the sight of love, not just the whispers of loneliness tonight. Hear the silence loud in my whiskey side. This empty glass where my hopes came to die. Echoes of a love that once burned so bright now fade like stars at the break of light. As day breathes over dreams last flight, left with sweet whispers of loneliness tonight. Softly, softly they fade out of sight. In the back of dim room, shadows cradle my phone. Whiskey whispers to the heartbreak of the storm. Soft echoes of a jukebox playing long lost tunes under the bar at 2 a.m. bathing in the moon. Velvet smoke swirl, dancing slow with my sighs. Each puff a story beneath the low rusty skies. Here where ghosts of old lovers find their quiet plea, under the bar at 2 a.m. where memories refuse to flee. In the silence my soul, stripped of its fiery might, clings to the soft remnants of a love taken by night. Once laughter filled these hollow age-old walls now, just the sound of raindrops as they softly fall. Your chair sits empty where you used to smile so wide. The cold setting in where warmth used to reside. This old wooden fortress where our spirits used to dance, now just a shrine to chance encounters and lost romance. Here where ghosts of old lovers find their quiet plea, under the bar at 2 a.m. where memories refuse to flee. In the silence my heart, stripped of its bold delight, clings to the tender shadows of a love lost to the night. Oh, how the minutes drag their feet across my skin, each tick a reminder of what could have been. Silver streaks of moonlight catching tears on my face. In the silent sacred space, I've lost your embrace. Here where the past and present in whispers collide, under the bar at 2 a.m. I find nowhere to hide. In the silence my dreams, clothed in satin despair, hold on to the echoes of our songs suspended in the air. Under the bar at 2 a.m. in silence alibi, cradling my heartache until the evening tide. Oh, leave the wind spill on the old oak floor. Silhouettes dance where you walked before. Hear the echoes of a laughter gone in the whispering wind of a love song's dawn. Glass half empty by an empty chair, candle flickers like you're still there. Oh, these whispers of love through time tonight these whispers of love through time tonight. Reach through the shadows, touch the edge of light. Your voice, a soft caress against my skin in the hush of night where my heartache begins. So I sip this whiskey, let it burn all through. Every drop's a memory, bitter and untrue. Your ghost in the doorway, your scent in these rooms. My heart's a captive of these haunting blue tunes. Whispers of love through time tonight, a slow dance in darkness, out of sight. Your voice, a soft caress that's wearing thin in the hush of night. Oh, let the stars begin. In the whispers of love, feel the tears ignite, a quiet goodbye in the candlelight. In the half-light where shadows merge and fray, street lamps flicker their last goodbyes today. Here at the corner of lonely and blue, I breathe in the dusk, exhale thoughts of you. The old oak whispers, its leaves tell tales in rust. Pain in pavements with secrets we once discussed. Under the dawn with you and dusky skies, where the old jukebox softly, sadly sighs. Each note a memory, each chord a bruise, lost in the music, the heartache of blues. Sipping on sorrow, whiskey neat, under the dawn with you, where shadows meet. Something about how the evening air chills brings back the warmth of love's abandoned thrill. You promised forever under pale moonlight. Now it's just echoes of who held who tight. The laughter faded like those summer hues, left with nothing but the rhythm of the blues. Under the dawn with you and dusky skies, where the old jukebox softly, sadly sighs. Each note goodbyes. Now I'm waltzing alone with ghosts in my sight. Each step a reminder of that fateful night. Rain taps the window like rhythm to my blues. A dance of droplets in melancholy hues. Under the done with you when night descends, the bar's dim light on empty seats attend. Melodies linger like perfume in the air, a haunting ballad of a love beyond repair. Here with my sorrow, whiskey set free, under the done with you dusk and me. Silhouette in the doorway, raindrops like piano keys. Neon flickers out of the shadows and the breeze. Candles glow is fading in the corners of the room. Whispers float like spirits over glasses of perfume. Now here I stand on the edge of midnight blues and smoke. Echoes of your laughter under cloaks of words we spoke. Every sip of sorrow paid with fragments of your ghost, trailing through the memories, love's silhouette almost. Once our hearts were dancing, now the floorboards barely moan. Photographs in sepia, the colors we had known. You left with the dawn, my warmth for the taking, left me in the silence, my heart slow and breaking. Here I am on the edge of midnight blues and smoke. Echoes of your laughter under cloaks of words we spoke. Every sip of sorrow paved with fragments of your ghost, trailing through the memories, love's silhouette almost. The clock takes its confession in rhythm soft and old. Each second pulses echoes of secrets left untold. And I cradle my heartache close, like it's all I'm meant to hold. In the whiskey, in the shadows, in the stories never told. Still stand broke, sipping on this sorrow where your shadow softly spoke, fading into midnight, a love's last lingering stroke. In a dimly lit corner of our old haunt, the jukebox plays, but it ain't our song. Candle flickers, casting ghosts on a wall. That's where I saw you after the fall. Whiskey bread, trace of regret, my heart's quiet echo in a cigarette. When I saw done with you again, my love, felt the old flame dying under the club lights above. Every shadow whispered where we'd been in the haunting silence. When I saw done with you again. You had that look, the one that knew my soul. But the eyes I met were distant and cold. Somewhere between the lines, we lost our track. A train off the rails that ain't coming back. Rain on the window, blending tears with a storm. Our love's faded letter, worn and torn. When I saw done with you again, my love, felt the old flame dying under the club lights above. Every shadow whispered where we'd been in the haunting silence. When I saw done with you again. Remember that night you promised the stars. Now we're just trading scars for scars. The music slowed to a heartbreak tune. I'm dancing alone under the pale moon. When I saw done with you again, my darling, the room spun slowly as my dreams began parting. And in that moment I knew the end softly fading. When I saw done with you again, softly fading. When I saw done with with you again. The shadows mingle with the light. Candle flickers, casting stories on the walls tonight. Velvet darkness holds the whispers of my silken grief. Pour another glass of whiskey, find a briefly. Oh, these letters to farewell in my mind. Ink of sorrow, words the heart can unbind. Echoes of love once spoken, so kind. Now just letters to farewell. Remember when laughter danced around our flame. Now tears fall like raindrops whispering your name. You left with a dawn, sipping on the solitude, singing blues to you. Oh, these letters to farewell in my mind. Ink of sorrow, words the heart can't unbind. Echoes of love once spoken, so kind. Now just letters to farewell I find. There's a pain that comes but never quite goes. A river of memories where lost love flows. Underneath the stars where our old dreams lie, I find solace in the silence where I hide my cry. Oh, these letters to farewell in my mind, they haunt me like a song lost in rewind. Echoes of love in the night resign. Just silent letters to farewell, softly intertwined. Just letters to farewell, softly intertwined. of a backstreet bar where shadows dance on the walls. My hands cradle a glass, heart cradles your scars, echoes of laughter where old memories cold. Whiskey whispers on my lips, bitter and stark. Tonight the ghosts wear your face in the dark, and I'm on the edge of walked away, strong tonight, clinging to ruins while the soul just wants to fight. It's that old sad song plays deep in my bones. On the edge I've walked away, but never quite gone. You left with the rain, slipped through silent streets. My tears mingled down with the storm, each drop a symphony of hopes now defeats. In the downpour our love was sworn. Now each rain drops a note of what used to be. In the cloudburst I lost you, in the storm lost me. And on the edge I've walked away, strong tonight, clinging to ruins while the soul just wants to fight. It's that old sad song plays deep in my bones. On the edge I've walked away, but never quite gone. Sometimes a heart needs to break to see the depth of its cracks, vast as a midnight sea. In the quiet after the rain, I hear your whisper call. Is it better to have walked strong or not walked at all? I'm on the edge of walked away, strong tonight. This old bar's my stage under the fading light. It's that haunting melody won't leave me alone. On the edge I walked away, where shadows have grown. Softly now I sing where your ghost has flown. On the edge I walked away, but never quite gone. The gap in the curtains, silky silver threads on old oak floor, echoes of my heels in this empty room, dancing alone where we swayed before. Whispers in sound of my slow despair. In the arms of I'll survive you and smoke, where memories burn and reason chokes, lost in the haze where our love once spoke. In the arms of I'll survive you in smoke. Glasses clink like the toast we made underneath that stormy, starlit sky. I sip the bitter truth in my whiskey shade. Every gulp a question, the same old why. Your shadow flickers in the candle's flame. With each breath I whisper your name. In the arms of I'll survive you in smoke, where memories burn and reason chokes, lost in the haze where our love once spoke. In the arms of I'll survive you in smoke. Rain taps at the window, rhythmic heartache, fading pictures of you. Every drop a tear, the storm inside me rages for my own sake. In the smoke I see things clear. In the arms of I'll survive you in smoke, softly fading like the words we never spoke. Every whisper, every tear, a cloak. In the arms of I'll survive. In the arms of in the arms of I'll survive you in smoke. In the flicker of candlelight, my pen bleeds blue. Old paper tears mingling within. Is this room soaked in the scent of memories as I write my soul into these shadows? Whiskey whispers your name in every glass, a heart's echo in a hollow room. And I survive tonight. There was laughter once in this dusty air, your smile in every corner of my dim dreams. But time slipped like sand through these trembling hands, leaving empty bottles and colder beds. Every sip a silent toast to what we've lost. Rain taps at the window, echoing my heart's fragile frost. And I'll survive you tonight, in letters I'll never send, your ghost in my verses, dancing alone under the moon's melancholy light. Yes, I'll survive you tonight. Here's to the pain that molded my midnight blues, to every broken promise that I believe was true. Your words now faded, but oh, they still bleed in every note I sing, in every breath I breathe. I'll survive you tonight, in letters I'll never send, as the candles burn out and the storm passes by, with my voice soft and low, singing I survived you tonight. Oh, I survived you tonight. Softly the echo fades, the night grows still, surviving somehow against all will.
This song is going to call me man.
Unfit mind rose over the fire, tempering the room, whispers low, velvet shadows dancing slow on the walls of my sorrow. Glass half empty, echoes of a laugh, in the corner of my mind, where memories are armor, no matter where you are. Once laughter filled the night, now it's filled with rain. The whiskey can't wash out the echoes, can't numb the pain. Your ghost in every corner, in every faded tune. Now each night falls too hard and comes none too soon. In the arms of ashes, where my tears have lain, to armor in my mind, shielding me from pain. Every note a story, every silence a scar. In the arms of ashes, to armor, no matter who you
Love, every side one.
in the dim glow of a candlelight, I sit alone tonight, with a glass of whiskey laying bare the soul's old light. Across the table, an empty chair you used to occupy. I trace the lines of faces Time just came tonight. Letters to fading photographs tonight. Each word a whisper in the shadows of my mind. Oh, how the ink runs in rivers of black and white. Letters to fading photographs tonight. Remember laughter echoing through these hollow halls. Now just echoes of your steps that no longer call. I've seen the seasons change from gold to gray. Since the winds of autumn swept you far away. Letters to fading photographs tonight. Each word a whisper in the shadows of my mind. Oh, how the ink runs in rivers of black and white. Letters to fading photographs tonight. Oh, if these walls could speak, what tales they tell of whispered loves beneath the old oak spell. I'm holding memories like leaves caught in the breeze, fleeting fragments of the peace I cannot see. Letters to fading photographs tonight. Softly speaking as the candle burns to light. Here in the silence, your ghost in black and white. Letters to fading photographs slowly thickened. A glass of whiskey untouched stares back with a golden gaze, while outside the cold rain whispers secrets, like old friends in a smoky haze. Whispers of ghosts of the past in my mind, dancing slow to the tunes of what I left behind. Their voices of velvet agony, soft and unkind. Hold me, fold me in the solace they find. It was here by the fire's dying light you took your leave in the night. Each step you took, a storybook of love that turned to spite. The laughter we share, now a ghostly echo in the air, a spectral serenade of a love that's gone but always there. Whispers of ghosts of the past in my mind, dancing slow to the tunes of what I left behind. Their voices of velvet agony, soft and unkind. Hold me, fold me in the solace they find. Now the clock ticks like a soft drum, heartbeats under the moon's thumb. Each tick a reminder of what's become of dreams that to dust have succumbed. Here in the depths of night's embrace, I find no solace nor escape, just the haunting, the yearning for a vanished face. Whispers of ghosts of the past in my mind, swaying gently to the regrets that rewind. Their voices now a tender agony, intertwined. Soothe me, move me in the quiet of the night's resign. Fade away like a song at the end of a long, long play. In a dim lit room where shadows dwell, under the flicker of a candle spell, I found an old photograph. Edges worn, colors bled blue, its heart all torn. When I saw that fading photograph in blue, every shade whispered of the love I underneath the moon, soft, silvery hue, traces of yesterdays, feeling like dew. That picture captured our summer's laugh, echoes of your voice, our sweet epitaph. The seasons turn as they always do. Leaves fell and the cold winds blew. When I saw that fading photograph in blue, every shade whispered of the love I once knew. Underneath the moon, soft, silvery hue, traces of yesterdays, feeling like dew. Now I sit here with whiskey in hand, pondering on love's elusive sand, slipping through fingers, fine and thin, memories fading like smoke in the wind. When I saw that fading photograph in blue, it was more than a memory, it was a truth I knew. Silent and still in the cool night's embrace, a tear falls quietly, blurring your face in the quiet of the night. With a heart laid bare, I whisper to ghosts that are no longer there. The photograph fades, but my love stays true. Shaded forever in the deepest of blues. In the dim glow of the last bar's candlelight, rain taps a solo on the old window pane. I sit soaking in the smoky whispers of the night. Every puff of breath sketching your name. These are whispers of where you belong in my mind. Soft echoes that dance in the chambers of my soul. Their shadows flickering unrefined in every corner where your laughter used to roll. The night you left, the sky was a bleeding red. Whiskey was my solace, my silent bitter friend. Your ghost in every song, around each corner we once tread. vacant spaces between the notes where our dreams descend. These whispers of where you belong in my mind, soft echoes that dance in the chambers of my soul. There's shadows flickering unrefined in every corner where your laughter used to roll. But in the quiet of the after hours, I find a truth heavy as the night begins to uncoil. No drink, no cry, no melody can unwind the threads you've woven deep into my soul's torn. Whispers of where you belong in my mind, now just hushed memories in the folds of the night. A soft lament for love that's been resigned, fading slowly like the last sparks, dying light. In the flicker of a lone candle's light, in a room where the past ain't sleeping tight, I pour whiskey like the rain pours the night on pages stained with what I didn't write. My heart hums low, a blues born of your ghost. In the smoke and shadows, you haunt me the most. Oh, I'm sending letters to smoke and shadows tonight, burning words you'll never read in the dim bar light. My soul's draped in velvet sorrow, singing through the plight, each note a teardrop in the stillness of the night. We danced once under a moon that knew our names. Now I'm swaying alone, nursing the flames. You left with the dawn, no reason spell, just echoes in the corners where laughter once dwelled. Now every glass clinks like a whisper of what changed, in a world where my heart's estranged. Oh, I'm sending letters to smoke and shadows tonight, burning words you'll never read in the dim bar light. My soul's draped in velvet sorrow, remember how the rain sounded on the old tin roof as we promised forever. Oh, we were the blue, but seasons turned and so did you. Left me with memories and mornings of dew. Now I trace our story in the mist of my sight. A tale too wet to burn, too fiery to cry. So I'm sending letters to smoke and shadows tonight. Burning words you'll never see under the moon's soft light. Here in this silence, my blues softly plead, a dance of shadows and smoke where my heartaches sleep. Oh, this melody lingers like your scent in our room, a whisper of you in the candlelight's gloom. In the gloam of a soft, fading candlelight, the room breathes out the cold old tales of night. Outside rain whispers secrets to these lonesome streets, while my soul sits quietly, draped in velvet retreats. Whispers of buried truth tonight echo through this heart like a train in the blind. Every shadow knows my sin, every sip of whiskey sighs. The ghosts in the smoke, they don't lie. Once there was a love, a fiery, freezing embrace, turned to a touch of frost in the morning's harsh face. Gone the laughter that filled these hollow rooms, now just the silence that dances with my loom. Whispers of buried truths tonight echo through this heart like a train in the blind. Every shadow knows my sin, every sip of whiskey sighs. The ghosts in the smoke, they don't lie. Underneath the moan of the willow trees, I count my regrets like fallen leaves. The clock ticks tireless, marking time's cruel theft. Where have all those tender promises left? Whispers of buried truths tonight, soft as the touch of memories lie. Every shadow knows my sin, every sip of whiskey sighs. In the still of the night, truth never dies. Whispers linger as my song gently flies into the